Knowledge means what? It does not change. Here is a mouse. Even if I say this is a monitor, you are not going to agree. Not at all. This is only a mouse. This is only a beard. These are only the glasses. It is a room. There is no doubt about it. So it is a right knowledge. So it is a right knowledge. There is no doubt, one thing. It does not change according to the situation, time, and the space, and the relations. Then obviously we can say we have arrived at a right knowledge. Am I right? Let us move further. Who are you? I am upset today and happy yesterday. So you have changed. You don't know who you are. We have to, if we do not think that why I have changed, oh, this seems to be a wrong knowledge. Today my honey is good and tomorrow is not good. Knowledge has changed. Are you small or big? It depends on the person in front of me. So I have a doubtful knowledge. Who is more beautiful, you or the other? It depends. Who is that other? If you find yourself with unorganized beard, obviously you will be beautiful. 99% we don't have a doubt about the thing and objects and the events. And 99% we have a doubt who we are. Tell me if it is not true. If it is not true. This is what is happening to all of us. That is why Master says we are living in ignorance. Just see, check yourself. So this I, which changes by time, by location, by relations, is ego, not real I. That causes all the disturbances. Think. I am upset, that is also ego. I am happy, that is also ego. Because, it is changing. Ego always changes. I am single. So I want an ego to be known and to say myself as a husband or a wife. So I have changed from a boy to a husband, a girl to a wife. But still I'm not happy because that is ego. That is ego. We need to understand that. So what we are trying to understand that unless we change our attitude and the behavior, what happens? The attitude inside the mind, from where this attitude comes, from the past impression, upbringing, wrong notions, we build a certain kind of an attitude. And that is going to cause the problems and the conflict in all the life. Throughout the life. Sometimes those conflicts are very, we say very soft, very soft and very kind, but still it is haunting you. It is doubtful. What I said again, remember, mouse is a mouse. This is a remote, and if I say this is TV, you will never believe it because there is doubt-free knowledge I have. Do I have a doubt-free knowledge about who am I? I don't have. Find out. Tell me if you have any doubt free knowledge who you are. There is always a doubt. Ego always comes with a doubt. Ego wins, ego fails. That is what the ignorance is. Because I have a sense of incompleteness in me. That is why I change because of the time, because of the location, because of the relations. Look at my honey does not understand me. You understand yourself. That is more important. Now that I will take later. At least, my honey should understand me. Not possible. Not possible. So this is what our master says. It is an ignorance. We have to solve it. Now what happens when everything changes? My I changes due to the time, location. My body does not change. That I'm aware of it. Bodies also changes. Now I have a beard and gray beard. 20 years ago, it was not so. So don't be so serious. Understand it clearly. So now hear what the master says. Eastern wisdom says, you are eternal. You are absolute truth. You are all pervading. You do not change. You are not a doer and an experiencer. You are simply happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. This is knowledge. Now find out the gap between I have a wrong notion of who am I and the real, what is really I am. So I have to treat this path. Treat this path. 90% it has that change has to be done by contemplation and reflection, following the principles of Eastern wisdom. But what happens, I stick here. Means what? I don't want to change my attitude. So when I don't change my attitude inside the mind, my behavior does not change. Yes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour of practice of meditation. It says, "Oh wow, I'm so cool and calm now." Hesitation is waiting for you because I do not change my attitude. So just knowledge is free from the doubt. Second, knowledge does not change. It remains as an unchanging. But I continue to change. I'm upset with you today, and tomorrow I say sorry. Third day I'm happy. Fourth day I become something, and that is what the ignorance is in our life. Every day changes. We are just like a dry grass. The wind comes and it blows away. Did you get it? So because Master says you are eternal means what? You do not change by time. When we say you are truth, it means you are beyond time, space, and object. You cannot be an object. That is the meaning of the truth. Because it remains all the time. Because we are eternal and the truth, we are also all pervading. Now see, three definitions. In Eastern wisdom, we give only the six definitions of the real self. So why I say the false I and the false self? Because that is constantly changing. One definition of a false is that it is constantly changing. So anything that is not subjected by the time, space, and the object, obviously it has to be eternal, it has to be all pervading, it does not change. It remains constant. What we are searching? The knowledge of the I. The knowledge does not change. That is where I started. It does not become an object. It is pure consciousness. And that pure consciousness is of the nature of happiness, peace, love, truth, wisdom. That is the entire journey of the Eastern wisdom, whether you say yoga, tantra, or anything. Having understood this point, so now I'm clear. I'm changing. Today I'm upset. No, I'm not meant to be upset. So when I explore, I realize that I have some expectations from you and that you did not fulfill. That is why I'm upset. Time did not fulfill my expectations. My honey do not fulfill. I feel a sense of incompleteness, and incompleteness causes the hesitation in my mind. Even though I try to be calm, I'm very calm today, But as I don't agree with. No, it is a calmness, but that calmness carries a big storm. That is why you are disturbed. Think. Still, we have time. Why? Because we are still alive. Still, we have time. I tell you, the three principles holds very important in the Eastern wisdom. Learning and listening with a live teacher about these principles is a preparation for the journey. And repeat listening, then contemplating by yourself when you are sitting alone, you have started taking a step. Why? You are alone. There are not two, there are not five. Who prevents you? Ignorance. What is that ignorance? Just take it today as an attitude. My attitude does not want to change. I have, after all, I cannot change. This is my nature. Really, your nature is anger? Why you are not angry now? We give lot of reasons to foolproof our attitude. We can change. Only we. Otherwise, tiger continues to eat flesh. It will continue to eat flesh. So that is why last time I repeated that we should ask these questions. Where is the question? What exactly is the goal of my life? Normally, every human being, we earn wealth, effort, so earn wealth in many ways. And that wealth is used for getting the pleasure, okay? And then we follow our thought, speech, and action according to the law of the society and the nation, or follow the universal law. These are not the three goals, these are the means. So Eastern wisdom says you have a fourth goal, and that is the only goal. What is the goal? To become free. To know you thyself. From today, when you meet someone, when you meet any situation, keep that in mind, that my goal of life is to know my real self. No, first let me meet the expectations. He or she is not meeting my expectations, so now I will show my tantrum. No! What happens? Your attitude changes. You are holding back. Sometimes you have to push, sometimes you have to force. Beginning, we need that push. Here inside, we don't do that. So that is what is the goal of life. Okay, the master says, this text is beautiful text. So it gives only the question and answers. So then the second question comes, what exactly is the common desire of all the living beings? Forget about human beings. Mosquito sits on my hand. Why? Wants to be happy. We think that it is sucking the blood from the mosquito to the elephant to the lion. Every living species have adapted themselves to move to the peace and happiness. And after all, we are having an intellect, a higher faculty. We can observe and we can understand this is what is happening among the living species. So the ultimate goal of life, where there is a life, that ultimate goal of life is to secure peace and happiness. Animals can't do. They cannot have a free intellect. So what is the meaning of free intellect? Free will. What is the meaning of free will? It's free to choose. I have a choice. I have an option. Tiger does not have an option. I always give that example. Tiger jumps onto the tree full of mangoes, but mango, that food is very near to them, but they are looking for a prey. They have no choice. They are intelligent, no doubt, but their intellect is programmed. Unless we make that choice. How the choice comes when I contemplate and reflect. What is to contemplate? Why the heck I'm changing all the time? Today I'm upset, tomorrow I'm unhappy, tomorrow I'm happy. Yesterday I was crazy. So I don't have a right knowledge about who am I. Simple way, not a big deal. After this session, I have to settle a score with someone I fought yesterday. My attitude is not changing. And we want to settle a score with near and dear ones. The problem is this. What you can do with me, maximum you don't attend the session. The Eastern wisdom digs deep inside us. It makes us naked before us. Let us find out. So that is why we have a third question. So third question is very relevant. What is the end of the suffering and permanent happiness? This master is very methodical, I would say, highly rational. It says, forget about Eastern wisdom, forget about these real self, etc. Answer these questions. So now see, first two questions, we have now a doubt whether the money can buy happiness. We know it intellectually. Whether the relations can buy happiness, we know it intellectually, but we don't apply. Because attitude is there, which prevents me to apply. I become the same person again after an hour. We don't change. So the third question, now see that what is the end of suffering and permanent happiness? The one word it says, it is nirvana. You can use the word nirvana. He is very straightforward. He lived just 500, 600 years ago. Nirvana. So what will be the next question? What is nirvana? See, what is nirvana? And I have already told you, nirvana means this self-knowledge. He says it is self-knowledge. And what is self-knowledge? We have reached to the same point. What is knowledge? That does not change. So self-knowledge, I must know who am I, that does not change. One thing that is real means that is all pervading, that is pure consciousness, that is beyond the time and the space, that is of the nature of peace and happiness. And in 5 questions, he has completed the journey. If you have doubt, you raise the doubt. Because any doubtful knowledge is not a right knowledge. No, this is what my honey does not understand me. No, you have to understand yourself. You have not to make your honey understand. Again, you have deviated. So you have deviated, so you are upset. It's not very deep, it's very simple, logical, After all, we all are mature. We all are above sweet 16, so at least we can understand, we can apply the same logic, we can understand. Who am I? Oh, this is what I have to search. So now see the after effects of understanding these 5 questions. I'm upset, my mind says, no, this is not me. Haha. I have an expectation and I'm terribly disturbed because of you. No, this is not you. Your intellect says inside you, you loosen the grip of your suffering. No, no, I have to find myself. And that doubt, now you raise the doubt, you are intellectually understood, you minimize those suffering, and now you practice the meditation, and that meditation removes all these objections also, and you reach to the final stage. I believe you all are getting it. It's so simple. That's why I thought that let me start teaching from this text. The fourth question, what brings moksha or nirvana in my life? Self knowledge. Fifth question. That is the fifth question. I see that. Yeah. Fifth question. What is the self knowledge? It is knowing the real self. What is real self? I have repeated again and again. Now, are you clear? I've taken up this subject a couple of times. You might be saying he has nothing to speak about. That's why he's repeating the questions. No, I want to make you understand. It should go inside your head. It should live inside. You should digest that knowledge and assimilate. Hmm. No, it lives with me as long as you are with me. Keep me with you all the time. Nothing outside can be kept with you except you. When you in a deep sleep, you forget the dearest honey that you have, or whatever it is. You can add adjectives to that. So yeah, we can take up. I've repeated those questions. So sixth question is, how many types of self-knowledge? Now you see, the master is raising the doubt and he's answering you. That is the beauty of this Eastern wisdom. How many types? No, you already told knowledge of the real self is only one. So the master takes us to the journey. There is an indirect knowledge and there is a direct knowledge. It is a big challenge to every individual. Otherwise, every individual, if they understand the first 5 questions, no human being can leave the journey of Eastern wisdom. What is that direct self knowledge and what is indirect? Indirect self knowledge simply means you learn from a teacher, you understand the principle, and it makes a sense to you. That is the indirect knowledge. But that indirect knowledge must be realized to declare that I am the real self. That is the direct knowledge. So there is a big gap. I have understood. This is my project of life. This is the only project of my life. I have many projects in my life. I'm already upset. I want to divorce and then I will remarry, etc., etc. Long list. Unnecessary, unwanted. See, seventh question, who gets the indirect knowledge? Only a seeker gets the indirect knowledge. See the clarity. I have to challenge myself that am I a seeker? Who can tell me I am a seeker? Answer the first 2 questions. Eastern wisdom never says you believe what we say. It says inquire. Contemplate and reflect and find out. I want peace and happiness. That is the journey. I want to recognize that I am the peace and happiness. I want to say that I am the pure consciousness only. So every time you are upset, you challenge your mind. Being upset, consciousness does not become upset. Aha, you got it. You loosen the grip of that ignorance. That is the seventh question. Who gets the indirect knowledge of the real self? A seeker. Yeah, take up, I'm repeating again. So, what is the eighth question? What happens by the indirect knowledge? You can very well think of it. What happens with the indirect self knowledge? You have an understanding. So, what is that understanding? Understanding means that you know the cause and effect. Knowledge is nothing but cause and effect. Even the science always tries to find the ultimate cause. We find the ultimate cause. Science always finds the secondary cause. Why you are upset? My honey is not listening to me. So, okay, you don't have a good relationship. Okay. So, how long this is going on? Psychotherapist says to you. And I say, no, it is difficult to live in. So, they find a solution as a secondary cause. We want to know what happened to my mind. Are you understanding? Are you getting it? Say yes. No way, even if you say, just say yes, even if you don't understand, you can think and contemplate again. So you understand that. So root cause is here. What happens by the indirect knowledge? I get the understanding that I have a lot of expectations which are not met, and that is why I have the problem. So what to do? What what to do to change attitude? That is where I have come. I told you. That is where what I have told you, that if we do not change the attitude even after understanding, this master says a harsh word, even after understanding we do not change. I don't want to use that. You can very well imagine. This master is very, very straightforward, blunt. Don't be so serious, we are understanding. So once you understand these 10 questions, when the indirect knowledge completes, that means now I'm clear. I prick my mind first before I prick others. So when I prick my mind, when I have a wrong notion, I keep a distance with the wrong notion. I find the calmness in my life. That is before meditation. Come on. Understand, Sophie? No, it is for everyone. Why I'm pointing to Sophie? It is for John also. For me also. So close your eyes. Eyes are closed and eyes are closed. Find out the most comfortable position of the body. You see that most comfortable position of the body. Knowledge is everywhere. So you look at the neck joint. You be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Shoulder joints, be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Pay attention. What is that attention I'm saying? You are not doing anything. No, but after all, you are giving me the instruction. You are shifting your awareness. You can also say that you are shifting your mind. Be clear about what you are doing. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. Teacher doesn't hide anything. Teacher says, if you are ready to understand, I will make you clear. what exactly you're doing. So see that, become aware of the entire body. Yes, okay. So when you are aware of the entire body, you feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Understanding. So being comfortable is done, so now we're being carefree. So I have started using in this session word is being carefree by giving a metaphor. The way highway has a three lanes. So this mental highway is also has a three lanes. The lane one, unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. You are aware of them. Just be aware. Don't try to push. Don't try to force. Don't try to control. So who is that which is not trying to control and push? It simply observes. That is the lane two of the mind. It is happening everything in the mind. So lane one is unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Lane two, you are an observer. So I sometimes said this master is very breathtaking analysis. He says that lane two is the intellect. It is another part of the mind. Unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are coming. That is simply the mind. So what to do about the lane three? No, you need not to do anything. So what happens? Lane three, the moment you are an observer of unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, your mind jumps from lane one to the lane three. What is that result? You feel the calmness. You are not affected by any thought that is entering into your mind. I believe you are clear. Normally, we say it is the same mind. You have a disturbed sleep because of the thoughts. You wake up in the night. Do this. Follow this step. Don't force yourself to sleep. But if you don't force yourself and you follow these understanding, applying the metaphor to your mind, you will see within 5 minutes you will fall into sleep. Do you promise me? Yes, I promise you. But these are the preparatory steps. So you see how many times I have changed the explanations of being comfortable and being carefree depending on the level of the seeking, depending on the temperament of the group or the individual. So if these two preparatory steps are not done clearly and we follow the third step, it will not work. But it does not mean that we should not continue the practice. So let us follow the third step today or the next step today. Just replace the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts by a mantra that makes you understand Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Let everyone be happy. Those unwanted, unwelcome thoughts do not make a sense. I say, so I'm replacing that. Let everyone be happy. Why? I have a problem with the other. That other is a situation, a person, a condition, and a time, etc., etc. So, what I'm saying, let everyone be happy. I'm minimizing the intensity of that disturbance in the mind. So, we are using the mantra to make the mind understand and pacify. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya. Let everyone be in the state of the well-being. If I don't practice with an understanding, why understanding? So now you're saying everyone should be in a state of well-being. So if any thought comes, unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, you are hammering that unwanted, unwelcome thoughts with this thought. Be very clear. Don't make a fuss about, this mantra or that mantra. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Let everyone be blessed. Let the blessing should fall on everyone in this earth, including my enemy, including those people whom I dislike or hate. Why? I want to get rid of this hatred and dislike in my mind. That is much more important. That is why I'm using the mantra. Be selfish in a good sense. Ma kasche dukh bhag bhave. Let none suffer from misery in this world. That includes me also. We remain as a humble seeker. We don't say that I'm praying for you. Maybe sometime how intensively you take up this mantra with an understanding and you feel it is what the result you get. But still, the mind does not want to understand. It hides all its attitude inside. So then we use the breathing. So you look inside the forehead in the space. So your mind is pinpointing, it is keep looking at a point in the space. Why? So that mind should become inward moving. In that state, you start breathing from the chest. Quick, short, and gentle breathing through both the nostrils into the rib cage. Continue. Continue. And stop it. Do nothing. So when I say you to do nothing and stop this breathing, allow the breath to be in a normal pattern, you recognize the changes, you accept the changes, but you don't create a fuss about those changes. You may have a vision, colors, tingling, numbness, sensation. You are just a witness to these changes. Why? Goal is to find the real self. Real self is not your experience. All experiences are different and separate from you. But we get some feel, okay, the mind tends to be empty. I feel like that sense of emptiness. Oh, that is good. So, in that state, now you look at the head and the neck. So again, because we want to change the attitude, we want to make the mind feel. Here is a state that you can achieve. You see, we are totally methodical, rational, no point of doubt. So you are aware of the head and the neck, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So just have a knowledge, sensation is there, yes. Do I feel a relaxation? Yes. Do I also experience the stillness? Remember, The stillness that comes naturally prevents the mind to go outside. And when you force the stillness, it's a very subtle point. You all are mature, so you can easily understand. So, when you force that stillness in the body, the mind is already in a conflict. What is that conflict? I lost my identity. Who am I? So, even if you do the practice with that forced stillness, no change comes, and you start blaming the teacher. Oh, we are not to blame. Move the mind on the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. Again, make it clear. You are looking, or you say your mind is looking at the skin of the right arm. There we feel the sensation. I'm talking about the sensation on the skin. So you are clear. And then it follows the sense of relaxation and the stillness. So, what knowledge I get by practicing meditation, that without the need of anyone, without any expectation, I can experience the sensation and the relaxation. Yes, the mind goes to the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness, my friends. Mind looks at the rib cage, belly in the front, spine at the back, the entire middle portion of the body, minus extremities, and you may experience the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So easy. Right leg sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Left leg sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The entire body sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You see, now you have entered into a state of the mind. First, it is receptive. Second, it is inward moving. Third, we also experience the stillness in the body. That is the condition we need before we become aware of the breath. That becomes the breath mindfulness. Otherwise, the rest we talk about focus on the breath and be mindful. This is a joke in the name of meditation. So now you have a freedom. The mind is relatively free and you are looking at the breath. So again there are many subtle processes for the sake of understanding. The breath is going in and out. That is the first point of awareness. Second point of awareness, that you feel the sensation every time the breath goes in and out. What is most important, the third point of awareness, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So not only you are aware of the breath, you do not focus on the breath. You are aware of the sensation of the breath at the tip of the nose. You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So what we are doing, actually, we are bringing the mind to the next level of awareness. If the breath rate changes, it is happening because of the mind. So we notice every day, we practice every time we notice, oh, it has changed. It means it's a long journey ahead. If my mind says it is a difficult practice, you have to make your mind understand. You can make difficult easy by understanding. So return again and you understand what we are doing. I'm just sitting in a state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Is it difficult? Now, many thoughts are coming. Am I saying you to pay attention to those thoughts? No, my mind goes to those thoughts. Bring it back and you start looking at the breath. Now, mind goes back again. Bring it back. So, when you bring it back to the breath, you are aware of the breath. So, when I say you are aware of the breath, it means you do not focus on the breath. The moment you focus, the mind begins the struggle. You divide the mind. And that's why we fail. We have been doing the practice for so many years and we fail. I've already heard, and a lot of people say, no, it's all focus on the breath, that is what the mindfulness, 1 minute of meditation. Here, looking at the breath, awareness of the breath, awareness of the movement of the breath, you're also aware. If it changes, it's okay, it changes, you noticed it. That is important. If you force not to change, you have already entered into a conflict. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences, and if you have any question, you are free to ask those questions. If I know the answer, I'll talk about it. So, yes. How are you, Sophie?
Hi, I am good. I think I dozed off a few times. Yeah.
It's okay. You dozed off in the beginning, dozing off is okay, but gradually as we progress and we become a seeker, dozing off is a barrier in the journey because we become unconscious. then this
Yes.
knowledge is not realized. You understand it. That's good. How are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I like the feeling of doing nothing,
Very good.
and yeah, it's good. And your talk at the beginning I thought was very good too.
Very good too. It should be assimilated completely. You are in front of the Sophie, you are doing nothing. You are always happy. Or by vice versa also. Do you know Casey, Sophie? And
Hi, Casey.
how are you, Casey? I'm sorry, I just checked my message, And normally when I'm in the session, so I don't go to check the message yet. How are you, Casey? I don't hear you. You're unmuted, yeah. Still. Still unmuted. Yes,
There.
yeah, now it is okay.
Now I can hear Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Hello, sir. I'm well. I apologize for the audible disturbances. If you heard anything going off, I had a little alarm going off there. But it's nice. I always enjoy the practice. I always enjoy your guidance to just assist me with becoming more aware what's going on with the physical body, what's going on with the mental body.
Good. That's really good.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are you, Mead? Is it better? We have a problem of muting and unmuting. In a live session, it is not possible.
I know that I experienced some moments of sensation, relaxation, and stillness.
Good.
I'm very grateful.
Very good. You should be grateful to yourself. How are you, Anne?
Yes, I feel fine, and I think I was more present this time than I sometimes am. So, but I think twice for just a second I disappeared, but I came back.
Yeah. Yeah, that disappearance. Yes, go ahead.
I feel very well.
Very well. That's really good.
Still and quiet,
Quite still and quiet.
and try to keep it that way.
Yes, all the time, in every situation, condition, in relation.
That's the most important thing. And it's not that easy.
Yes, it is not that easy. So the lesson, if I say that, take away the knowledge, define that knowledge of anything that does not change. So, but knowledge about myself always changes. Why this is so? It is so because of the false eye. Knowledge of the mouse remains the mouse. Even if I forcibly want you to agree that this mouse is a TV, it will never happen. But we get upset. That is one eye. I'm happy. This is the second eye. Yesterday I was stressed. This is the third eye, and long list of eyes are there. So I have to find which one is the real eye. That is all for today. We will meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.